Hello there, apologies for the delay getting into the game. We did have some issues, but we are here ready to go with the Mars Dota 2 League. My name is NomadCasts and this is the SA Qualifier, the final match, the deciding pinnacle game between Luccini Gaming and Midas Club. Who is it going to be? Well, to start things off, we got well into this drive. We have Gyrocopter, Disruptor, and Bane picked up by Luccini. Midas Club, they're sitting with a Viper, Tusk, and Rubik. Now, when you pick the Viper first pick, you're basically saying, come at me, dude. Like, I'm going to pick a Viper. Unless you pick up a Razor, which is already banned, you're pretty much not going to have a nice lane. You don't want to pick the DK into Viper. He's just not that good versus that hero. The problem being that you've got Nether Toxin. One early point in Nether Toxin, and all of a sudden DK's passive doesn't look so good. And he wants to be in the lane, he wants to be last hitting, so it just generally doesn't really work out well. And of course, late game, it's absolutely huge to stun him down and then use that Nether Toxin and just be able to break through his armor so that your carry can do his job. Now, Luccini, well, they're going to go with their Gyrocopter again. I think they should be fairly happy with the way Sorth played it, Madara played it last game. The only issue was he did get caught out and did get, like, there was like twice in a row at the end. He died, he came back, he died again. You just got to work on protecting that dude. The supports as well had a bit to make up for in that game, but there you go. Not having buyback as well, obviously really important, so I'm sure he'll be having buyback this game, because if he had it, it wouldn't have been an issue, but there you go. So, Midas Club, they're sitting on the Viper, Tusk, Rubik, and now they pick up the Abaddon, so really seem to be setting up for quite a greedy core here. Definitely going to see a Terrorblade ban out in this final banning phase from Luccini, or they might just pick it up for themselves here, go for the Gyrocopter mid and Terrorblade in the safe lane. I can see that working. They've got two very defensive supports. Could definitely work out well for them. You know, I don't actually like this Abaddon pick. It's good for saving people from the Bane, no doubt. Like, it's very, very good for that. But versus Disruptor, it's just not fantastic. It doesn't really offer anything versus him. And Gyro is going to be able to pop that. Ooh, okay. Luccini going to go for the Morphling pick. I like that. You can change it to the Abaddon, take his shield. Really nice. You can change it to the Tusk. He's got some fantastic spells to use. And even the Viper for a little bit of magic resist, but there's not a whole lot of magic damage on Midas right now, so that might not be a great idea. But still, having the damage output of poison attack, pretty useful. There's plenty of options available. So Luccini, what is their game plan here? I mean, it looks to be like a kind of aggressive mid-game team. They're looking to win their lanes, I think. How does Morphling do versus Abaddon? That is the question, isn't it? I think it is pretty good, honestly. I mean, like, Abaddon is pretty good at getting away from, like, slows and, you know, you can just pop that shield and run away from things or turning things around. The Phonic Shield's a very good spell in the off lane, but Morphling, he offers you nice consistent damage, which, like, you can shield and absorb and get rid of, but he doesn't really have any problem breaking through that shield. The waveform also means that he can break it and not get affected by its damage. So that's kind of the main thing there in the laning phase. If he is indeed in that safe lane, but I can't see where else you lane him right now. Yeah, the only problem I have with Morphling as a carry is his ultimate just isn't as good as it used to be. I feel like he's in a weird place right now. And there's your Brewmaster off lane, going to finish things off for Luccini Gaming. That works quite nicely, because Midas are clearly setting up for a big right clicker, and Brewmaster is pretty much good with dealing with every single right clicker in the game. So, and Lystia is banned out as well, who can sometimes be a pain.
10 seconds remaining.
We do have the Terrorblade available. They're actually going to go for the Juggernaut.
Choose your hero.
Very quick picking phase, has to be said. I know we joined through halfway through, but even so, still pretty fast. So in we go with the final matchup in this best of 3 series. Don't worry, we got more Dota coming. SA Dota, there's no breaks. After that, we're going to have G-Pride versus Infamous, so never ends. The fun never stops. Let's get it. Luccini versus Midas. Based on this draft, I mean, I actually really like Midas Club's draft. I think it's very good. The Juggernaut doesn't care about the Disruptor. I was going to say Juggernaut or PL, because both of them two can't really be glimpsed as long as their moves are off cooldown. I actually prefer this PL slightly, because genuinely when you're playing Juggernaut, you want to spin to avoid the initial damage, the initial magic damage, and, you know, purge off those debuffs, and not get slapped up. And PL, he's a little bit harder to be caught out by the Bane as well. A big problem with Juggernaut is that he spins and then he just gets ultied by the Bane, and they don't really have a whole lot of cancel. Like, they've just got the Tusk and the Rubik. It's not bad cancel, but it's not great either. And in key team fights, you know, you just want one more hero with a cancel to be able to throw out to make sure that Bane can't get away with it. So, yeah, I'm gonna... And I really like the gyrocopter as well. Interesting to see the Morphling played. They've actually got a stand-in for this game. Didn't see it going to this many games, I guess. Atten, going to be on the Morphling. But up at top, they're rotating in. Might well find the Bane here. Yep. ZS trying to play like he doesn't... there's no one else here. I like that. Or maybe he actually thought there were more people here. Oh no, Shard's going to push Jericho away. It was a nice try, but unfortunately, no cigar. No kill, we should say. So they get a free rune at bottom for the Radiant. They can't really push into an... Well, they could push the Abaddon now, actually. This Viper's still kind of hanging around. Is this a pause from them? Have they just realised that their Viper's not here? That's really awkward. No dog, just kind of having a smoke or something, I don't know. I only apologise for my squeaky chair. Bought a brand new chair just to try and not get a squeaky one. And you know, my other one was hideously uncomfortable. And this one's just a squeaky, so I don't know. Maybe even more so. Apparently I'm cursed never to find a non-squeaky chair. If anybody knows any non-squeaky chair brands or some good brands of oil, I guess. Like I'll lube up my chair. No, that'd be bad. If I lubed up my chair, I'd just be slipping off it all the time. It'd be pretty funny though, I guess. Hype moment comes and you just hear crashing. That could be pretty hype in itself. Anyway, we have Midas setting up for a rune at top and loads of pings coming out, and I think it's just going to be an even trade. I mean, Abaddon, he's thinking about it. They're actually going to try and make a play on the Abaddon here. They don't have a stun though, so Hijack's just going to run away though. He doesn't fancy trading his life for a rune. And it's going to be 3 runes going to the Radiant. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, 3 runes going to the Radiant. And Sorth is taking a lot of damage here. He couldn't get out of those shards, and now he's going to get brought down. So Brew's going to be your first blood, alas. And Jericho's the last guy left to block the tower, but luckily the Brew does have a TP in, so gets straight back in there, but doesn't change the fact that he's giving away first blood. So we'll bring up these CS. And see, Ruby's got one already? He didn't get the kill, did he? No, how did Ruby get a CS? Genuinely, how did Ruby get a CS? Sorry, the Morphling get a CS. He didn't get the kill. What? Huh? Huh? Okay. I don't know. We're just gonna leave that. That's gonna really bug me though. I don't know. Chat, if you know what's going on here, just tell me. Maybe there's a healing? No, there's no healing ward. I don't know. Disruptor getting very low here at bottom just from the harass from Hijack. He's got that no, he doesn't have an orb of venom actually, just flat out damage. The creep, the pesky creep. You can't last hit it if it's got a shield on it, and if you do, then it's gonna hurt you. And he's just firing out. He's firing out miscoils and all. Might go down here though. He's got nothing left. And yep, just gonna pop. That's very greedy there. Very greedy. Middle lane. Jericho's gonna help out J Marie to try and get off that early levels, and Murdoch, he might find himself enfeebled once or twice, and that's gonna be frustrating. Meanwhile, up at top, they do go onto Sword once again, and one more right click from Ruby will do the job, as RZS does get that kill. On down at bottom, a ton. Going for that Wraith Band. Middle Hijack, just hanging out, hitting creeps. Getting stuff done. Oh, Madara might be in trouble here as those shards come out, and they will glimpse back the Abaddon, but he's going to throw out that shield just before he dies, and the poison orb will do its job to finish off that kill. Oh, another kill going down in this bottom lane. And Hijack finds himself back onto things as Hayoko gets an excellent rotation in. Gonna pop the Morphling into the trees there. Not quite sure that was the intended effect. Bit of dodgy shards perhaps, and that's an EK. He's just got all of these the strength to build up, so more than happy to do that. As Hyoko tries to go toe to toe with him, but you need to know But when you go toe to toe with them off, oh, nice dodge on the waveform, but I think, oh, now also dodging the last attack of, yeah, he's dead now, right? Just a couple more right clicks will come through. Take him out. There you go. He dies. Jericho finds it. So, Tusk comes to a lane, gets a kill, feeds in the lane. Classic pub experience, I guess. Sword forced to walk back to base, that's pretty rough, but he should have a TP when he's back. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, now they've left the Gyro alone versus the Viper, but I think Gyro's okay with that. Not a whole lot that can happen in this middle lane without some supports removing him, but as I say that, Rubik is lining himself up for something here. No, Murdoch will throw down that poison onto the Gyro, and with the Nether Toxin as well, Gyro's trying his best to survive, but in comes the RS under the tower, taking so much damage from that tower, and with the rocket as well, he will actually just die to the tower, so, yeah, that happened. Oh. Down at bottom, Madara finds himself running away from a bunch of heroes. They're going to get trapped with those ice shards, looking to go for the bounty as well. Accidentally stacking, or possibly deliberately, I don't know, but it's a nice kinetic field. Madara having to run. He's actually going to go for the rune, the greedy boy, trying to turn it back around the hill, realizing that this he will die for this, and he can actually survive perhaps. 3 heroes coming in from the Radiant. Luccini looking to secure this gank, at least try and find someone in here. The kinetic field disrupting things. Hiyoko taking a few hits. He's got the shards available. Doesn't look like I can find a target to bring down, and they might have to back out here. Morphling does have that waveform, is forced to use it, which is exactly the intention there. Jericho needing to back out. I think he's going to be alright as well. Oh, as I say that, triple snowball up the hill. No more mana, but they do have the lift available, but LZS just going to use the block there. Finally going to give him the lift, but maybe he should have used that earlier, as Jericho's still alive and has the brain sap available. There you go. Jericho's back up to loads of health and trying to bring down Rubik, but oh no. Hijack throws out the heal. But now he finds himself glimpsed back, and he gets a deny with a miscoil. Okay. So a very big skirmish down here in the bottom lane. That's the thing, like, maybe if the Gyro like TPs into that, he would have been fine, but uh-oh. Gyro's having troubles of his own. Who's going to draw her? I feel like they're both going to go down as Gyrocopter can't find a way to escape. And they do both hit the deck. But Gyro does get the kill, so, yeah, you know, finds his level 6 as well. Pretty big. Big if true. Well, Sword will make his way over to that top bounty. Pretty nice for him. But he's not having a great lane though. He's currently sitting on 10 CS versus the Juggernaut's 33. And this Juggernaut's pretty much been solid. Support's been down bottom and at mid and stuff. So talking to mid, the cooldown doing a lot of damage, but it looks like Gyrocopter's going to go down the side, but he does get a kill just before he goes down. And he gets another one as well. Murdoch could even be in trouble as Madara's like, yeah boy, let's go. Can he drop the damage onto this Viper? Maybe not. Nope. Madara will have to drop out there. And it's a bit of a weird switch up as Madara's playing support. I think this is a stand-in they've got. They've had to just switch things around as Atun is on that Morphling. Meanwhile, Abaddon played by Hijack. Didn't have the best puck games last game, but still won. Looking to maybe redeem himself a little bit this game. I mean, he had some fantastic coils in partnership with the Sand King, so you can't take that away from him. Meanwhile, at bottom, they're going to throw back the Morphling. Can they get the damage down onto the nasty Waterman? He's actually running forward to try and get the kill. It's incredibly greedy, but he's still got a bunch of attribute shift available. Now, actually, the snowball falls from a turn here. Just going crazy right now, but in comes the Juggernaut. He's got the spin, and with the shards as well, that is a lot of damage. But a turn, he's keeping it together, and he's also gets another kill, and he's got the Tusk available, but no mana on that Tusk form, so he switches right the way back. No kills for Midas in the end, and they do lose their Tusk. So J Marie, he's not at the best of times in this middle lane, has to be said. 37 CS versus 35. It's actually very, very good for a Gyrocopter in the middle lane, but still it's not the style you really want to your Gyrocopter. But then again, the Morphs had a slightly better time. Actually, he got a couple of kills, so yeah, he's actually had a great time at mid. Ignore me, I'm wrong. I am wrong. It happens. I'm not this all-seeing, all-knowing oracle as some may believe me to be. Well, or maybe the fact that I know this about myself actually means that I am. I love what Sword's doing here though. Like, if your lane's going really rough at top, just farm bounties. I mean, they give you 92 gold each. That's like more than on CS. You get both of them, you're sitting on like, what about like 3 or 4 CS? It's not bad. Actually, probably see him not too bad on this. Yeah, he's actually doing like way better than the Abaddons. This is the difference, eh? In comes the Tusk, and the spin is out onto the Bane. Eventually trapped him inside those shards. Fuga doing what he can, but now decides to get out as he realizes the shards are uh-oh. Glimpse back under the tower, and his little healing ward is not joining him, but they will take it out with a right click. Fuga being chased down. Can they get this kill? This is the highest net worth hero on the enemy team, and yes, they can bring him down. Meanwhile, a turn diving through, able to find Murdoch, and this Morphling player is very, very good. Kyoko gets takedown as well. And yeah, the Wrecking Ball Morphling keeps going, and he's going to take the net worth position quite comfortably here. I feel like he's just playing people. Let me have a look. I want to see his dirt buff profile. I'm going to do some research. That's what we do. Research midcast.
The wages of fear.
About a low FPS, that's a result of alt tabbing. But we do have a bit of a shrine action going on. Have we found a ton? That is a question. Let's have a quick look at the player profile. Yes, we have. No, it doesn't actually play much Morphling at all. But it was his last played in alt pick, and my god, he went 28 and 5 in a 45-minute game. Okay. So he can play Morphling, but it's not his most played. Like esports profile. Meanwhile, in this game, they do drop the cooldown onto the Viper with the rocket coming through as well. The rocket barrage, it is going to be enough to take him down as J. Marie does find that kill. And oh, a turn turns himself into a Viper. Meanwhile, at bottom, oh no, sorry, at top they're actually able to find the kill onto Jericho. And Juggy's coming back in for more. He wants Sword here. The Sword has no split available, so probably will drop here. Even though Madara tries his best. Oh, Shard slightly off the mark and helps Madara get out of there. Well played, thrown out by Sword, of course. Didn't let that one go. Okay, so a ton's been playing for esports. And actually Japanese. He's been playing for Mad Kings.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Been playing for a bunch of different teams actually, so not really looked down on him, but yeah, no Morphling game, so yeah. Just recently decided he likes the hero, I guess. Meanwhile, there's a little Snowball complaining of kind of low health Hayoko here, and Ten and Madara with the blocks will be able to pick him off. A very high ranked player, Ten actually, a bit of a pub star, something about like rank 20 in the SA servers, so pretty good. And he's doing very, very well in this team right now. Nightmare at mid, onto the Viper. But actually, the follow-up is coming from Midas Club here as they're trying to do the damage to Jericho, and we'll be able to take him down. Just a little bit too aggressive on the positioning there from the Luccini player. Down at bottom, J. Marie. Trying to farm up. I mean, he was mid, so you can't blame him for having this rocky start. But what you do now is you basically have 2 carries with decent starts to the game, and you know you use the more farmed carry to go and get kills, and the less farmed carry to kind of farm up and get involved in the game. Though I say this, Gyro can make fantastic rotations. We see here going on to Hayoko here. Hayoko, who is a snowball target. It's actually the creeper in the middle lane. They do spot that. They're ready for it. Hayoko just trying to buy as much space as they can. They'll leave a turn to finish that one up, and will be successful in doing so. Now they have the lift onto well, Rubik has the lift onto the Disruptor, which is not the way around he wanted. Rather be on the other team in that situation, but there you go. And Regen Rune just being pinged out by Madara. Will pick that up. Very nice for him. He's pretty low. Now he can get back into things. Still no level 6 on Disruptor. I mean, geez, this is some bad games for supports. It's both the Midas heroes are still not finding their 6, even though pretty sure it's 5 position Rubik, 4 position Tusk, as expected. Yeah, rough game for supports. Tusk's not going to find his level 10 anytime soon. That basically means that he's never really going to evolve into a big kind of semi-core role later on. you want to find that 10 early, then you can really start to get some items on board and transition into a semi-core, but unfortunately it's not going to happen the way things stand. The Luccini, are they going to make a push on this top tower? I feel like they should. They have the advantage. They've got a 1k advantage, which isn't as much as they maybe should with the amount of kills they've gotten. But I mean, looking at this net worth, it's all in the Jug, right? Like, Jug has been allowed to farm here. He's got 96 CS at 13 minutes. Not, like, completely phenomenal, but still very good. And he's going for the Battle Fury, so he's hoping he's going to get the space to keep on doing that. Meanwhile, at bottom, there's a lot of heroes on Midas. This is very aggressive. They're coming on the gyro. The TPs are coming in. The Disruptor is here, and he's found his 6. He's going to get that static storm off. Abandoned in the middle of it all. He's got that ulti. So the one person they didn't really want to catch, they will put him to split. Meanwhile, Hyoko is found by J. Marie, and he will get that kill. Meanwhile, the Primal Split used. Viper gripped up. Can they get that kill? J. Marie getting very low, but he gets out of there. Viper does down, but actually J. Marie dies in base. Now trying to get the kill onto Abaddon. Abaddon trying to run away. Can he do it? He doesn't have the shield available. He does have a miscall if he wants to go for the deny. Meanwhile, Madara and Jericho, they're trying to do the damage to him. Can they bring him down? He's got the shield up, trying to get away. Can they take him down? He's going to try and get the miscall deny. Can't quite manage it, and he does go down. Madara running to the shrine, to the safety of that sweet, sweet shrine. Morphling, TPing into the middle lane. We Beyblades now. Get us off a healing ward. And the healing ward is 6. Now we can turn back into Morphling mode and still have the heals. It's pretty decent. Morph time is so weird looking though, just a random Jug staring you in the eyes. Madara placing down that observer ward, gonna get him some sight. We'll come into the case of Murdoch, and I'm fairly sure he's just gonna die here. Glimpse back, but I mean, I'll try and go for the deniers on the ancient groups. Kill me, he says, and they do oblige him. Thank you. Sweet release of death. Oh boy. Pretty sad. It's a gruesome task these ancient creeps are said to do. Imagine, just an injured person who shows up at your door. They're like cut and bleeding, and there's a murderer chasing them down the street. You're just there, you're having your afternoon coffee. And someone knocks on your door, and it's someone just saying, "Kill me, please. My killer. He's you know, he's cut my veins, and I'm bleeding out. You know, he's nearly here. Just finish me off." And you go, "Oh, all right then." Just twat him one. He dies. That's the life of ancients, unless they're being killed themselves, which is essentially the case of some like massively hench dude coming into an elderly home and destroying everybody. Anyway, we've gone off on a tangent. So this game is pretty much in Luccini's hands. I mean, they have the late game lineup and they're doing very well right now, but Brewmaster could be in trouble. He doesn't have that split for another 6 seconds. Can he escape this one? I don't think he can. Abaddon getting really low here, but he does pop that ulti, coming in hot. And now they're going to back off the cooldown, going to slow them all down. No Madara in the middle of it all. Meanwhile, the Rock Barrage going off. Can they kill Hijack? Yes, they can. Meanwhile, nope. Juggernaut coming in, using the spin, trying to get the kill onto Madara. Madara getting very low. Fuga's trying to come through the trees, but actually gets juked up, and now we'll find Fuga in the trees with the poison. Can they bring down Disruptor? Yes, they can. Meanwhile, Outturn just trying to work around this team fight, trying to get some kills on the side. Right now, Midas doing very well. They've managed to find 3 kills out of this, and only the Abaddon dropping for them. And this is a problem. You can't drop that Disruptor ulti on the Abaddon because he just doesn't care. His ulti will pop. Yeah, he's fine with it. Trying to target down the Abaddon, very, very difficult. They still manage it, but yeah, they choose 3 heroes. Oh, Murdoch trying to get the TP away. Did they have any interrupts? They do not. Ton did not have an ultimate available, but he did have the adaptive strike, but apparently couldn't get it off. Lovely glimpse there as they do bring Hyoko into it all. And, well, he's just going to stay in Snowball for as long as possible. Snowball where it's safe. Why is he going to that cliff? I don't know why he's going to that cliff. I would have run to the Ancients if I were him. Another knock at the Ancient's door. Never goes wrong. And J-Marie actually going to come across Hijack here, dropping the homing missile. He's still got that Abaddon ulti though. And Juggernaut's got a double damage. And he's just going to... Oh no, he gets a split off! Now he needs to get that Earth Spirit out of here. Oh, he's actually going to move out with the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit. That just feels weird. This Brew needs to remember that he's going to come back on no health at all. He needs to be careful here. Okay, he's just going to be a no health Brew in the middle of the team fight. He just have a blink away, my bad. Hijack gets taken out, and Atten just doing God's work here. My God, Fuga dropping as well. This is two big heroes down in this team fight. I'm wondering how they can do it. As a toss punch comes through to J-Marie, but J-Marie turning around. Hayoko trying to run away. J-Marie is very, very fast. The Jack of the Rocket Barrage come through, and they will be able to take down this tusk, but actually J-Marie is stuck inside the shard, but he's okay. He's got some heals, and Brewmaster comes in to tank up that tower. 5 heroes dead on the side of Midas, and Luccini are very happy with the way that team fight went. My lord. My lord Jesus. Well, taking down that tier 1 tower, and they've got the creeps nearby. Don't need them though. Atten will deal with them by himself. And what is Atten's KDA right now? I mean, he's 8-0. Gyrocopter 10-3. So both these calls doing very well on the side of Luccini. And these are late game calls I keep on stressing. And Juggernaut, who we generally see doing a little bit better in these situations, is really starting to struggle. And I can't believe he didn't get that kill off on the Brewmaster. But I mean, I think he needed to be a little bit more reserved. Like, drop in the ulti. You know, double damage Jug ulti is obviously huge. And it will get you a kill in most situations. But Brewmaster is one of these heroes who can 5-8. Just pops the ulti in. Hello, goodbye, thank you. You don't really want to waste that. There you go. It's probably off cooldown by now. Yeah, 30 seconds. It is a long cooldown, thankfully. It wasn't really troublesome. I mean, Omnislash is just fantastic at getting solo kills. Like, that's actually one of the reasons a lot of people pick Juggernauts, is because, like, he can go and find a solo kill. Like, if you catch someone warding or something like that, he's one of these carries who can just solo kill without, like, taking a long time. That's the thing, it's quick. It is so quick. And that's the ideal thing about it. Like, you know, for example, a Phantom Lancer, even with a Diffusal Blade, if he finds a support warding, you know, he's going to have to Diffusal him, Spirit Lance, run in with his Ghost Rush, Phantom Rush, yeah. And probably take him a couple of hits to bring them down at early levels. Juggernaut, 1 Omnislash will do the job. Like, level 2 Omnislash will do the job every time. Level 1, it does most of the work, and then you just need a couple of hits. He's also got the spin to help him get out of there, so solo kill is very, very high. Solo kill potential is very, very high, excuse me, on the Juggernaut. And good teams will take advantage of that. It's really, really useful. Hayoko, Murdoch, and now Fuga coming into this bottom lane, joining up with their Rubik. Looking for a bit of a strike squad action. Now, Rubik has not really found the farm this game, but he is in that 5 position. Tusk trying to stay ahead, but I mean, it's really tricky for the Tusk as well, so. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Rocket coming forwards onto Hijack. He does get that shield off just about in time, but now gets glimpsed back into everybody. Kinetic field is off. Can they bring him down? Well, he's kind of just letting that Thunderstrike do its thing, and Hijack's going to be okay. Like I say, Hijack, very difficult hero to bring down. Generally, I'd say you don't even want to glimpse him. Maybe getting that ulti off could be huge, but in terms of actually going in twice, it's very difficult. He's going for this Radiance, which I really, really like, because that basically means that you can't bring him down. Well, you have to bring him down. You don't want a Radiance carrier running around your team fights. So, Gyrocopter hanging out in the top lane. Doing his thing, you know. Getting some creeps. Mid though, it looks like something might be going down. Sorth is hanging around. He's got the blink. He's got the blink initiation, but he actually comes across a Rubik. RZS trying to play around with him. And yep, Sorth is going to go for a solo kill here. So he throws out the rock, and now lovely shots from Hayoko, but it's not quite. Oh, yep. Heal, missed coil. Shield. Hayoko needs to get himself out of here, but I think they've just managed to juke this ultimate perfectly. But look at Jericho from the high ground managing to catch the Viper out. Meanwhile, Atten going in, but now the return ultimate from Luna. Oh my god, RZS, this is insane, but we've got the strength morph going on. Meanwhile, the rest of them caught inside that disruptor ulti. Can they bring them down? The snowball is going to save him for a little bit longer, but when he comes back, it's going to be a whole world of powerful. Oh, Rodok, he does get the ultimate off, but he is going to die ultimate inside that break, but it doesn't matter. Yoko, he's in trouble as well in the tree lane. Nowhere to run. He gets broken down. RZS just trying to steal something there. He actually gets the strength gain. That is what he's been after for a long, long time. He's just got to throw everything into strength. Maybe leave a tiny bit of agility. Nope, no, nothing in agility. Oh, we're going to do it back. YOLO. No, there's no sunstrikes or anything. He's just having some fun. You never go full agility. If you haven't seen the video, then you should learn you never go full agility. They will just to heal up. Meanwhile, this is a stack being taken, and it was a big one. I like the way Jug came in like, no, don't steal my stack, but they've already done it. They already did it, Fuga. Ready to take your stack. Now the cooldown. And Hiyoko's probably going to put himself. Yep. Just going to run away from that one. Meanwhile, Brood queuing up his Radiance as well, so we're going to get some Radiance and Radiant action. Actually, no, Abandoned changed his mind. He's going for the Blade Mail. That's quite sensible considering how much they've been focusing him. I feel like Blade Mail is actually a great item after Radiance. Before it, it's kind of like, eh. People just won't focus you in the fights, and there's a Abaddon. You don't really do that much in a team fight. You just kind of shield people and miscoil people. I feel like an Aghanim is actually insane this game on Abaddon. Like, when you get the Aghanims on Abaddon, it reflects the healing you get from your ultimate to your teammates. And versus a Gyro and a Morphling and a Disruptor, that's a lot of unhealable damage, so you can actually become a huge source of healing in this game. I think you should rush the Aghs. You don't see it very often, but it's one of the few games where you should do it. People always underestimate the Aghs though. Okay, questionable glimpse. Shotgun is up, put away Foreman, Atten is godlike. Doing very, very well right now. That is his 9th kill of the game. He did slow down a little bit, but now he's got his foot back on the gas. Right into middle lane. Oh man, that poor little Centaur. All he wanted to do was defend the base. He just wanted to be a hero, but his parents told him he could be, but unfortunately their parents lied. Fuga's pushing top, and once again, Fuga is just so annoying. He really does like to take advantage of teams overly focusing on objectives. Smart player. And Atten has turned himself into an Abaddon, because why not? A pretty fun hero to be. A bit slow, but, you know. Oh, I love the way he's changing between them so he gets a regen on both parts of his hero. That's hilarious. He's not going to have the Abaddon for much longer, though. Oh, we got a big smoke coming up. Hijack's gonna lead the way. They give the bounty rune to Fuga, but Yay Marie could be in trouble as RCS lifts him, pulls him back. A snowball to follow as well. A rocket barrage from the Rubik doing a fair amount. They do bring him down. The Burrow Strike. Oh my god. The Omni Strike doing so much. Ulti pop by Brewmaster. Still looking to go on this. They still have a ton. Their second core is available. Viper dropping very quickly. My god, but they can't quite finish the finishing play. Yes, he will. Turn will find it. But Fuga is on triple kill right now, taking out everybody in his path. Now the snowball coming out from Heiko, unable to finish off by Atten. Now Atten gets thrown back into the team fight. Trying to run away from these Brewmasters. Can he get the waveform? He's actually stun locked, but he will be able to get down the hill. The Brewlings are chasing, and this is a Rubik, by the way. Wondering why his own teammates are chasing him? Well, it's actually the Rubik. He's given away a big spell here. Now getting that strength used up into the air, but he's going to try and jump up onto the high ground and TP out of here. Will it be successful? No, it will not sense a snowball. Oh. Okay. Okay, I feel like they could have done that. But into Roshan we go. That was a big fight for Midas. Taking out a lot of key heroes, and we see a 1,400 gold advantage to them, 1,600 total gold change, 4,900 XP for them as well, so things are looking good. And Juggernaut managed to output a ton of damage to that farm. That's the thing, if this Juggernaut's enabled, he can do so much. They really need to think about shifting their focus now. Maybe not to the Juggernaut, but to heroes which enable him to do whatever he wants. Meanwhile, Rubik, he's got a haste runes. He is flying through. And now they get finished off by Atten. Atten actually steals him and the glimpse back as well. They do find the kill onto that Rubik. Atten is just playing around. I mean, it's such a hard game to cast. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is tricky. We've got a Rubik and we've got a Morphling in the same game. Like, I gotta do a lot of keeping up. We've got like Brewlings running around a Midas Club. We've got Morphlings turning into Rubiks, and oh my god, how am I supposed to do this? Spare me some sympathy. So, Morphling, he's got that IS Scouty queued up. I feel like to be a Morphling player in this patch, you've got to be a little bit goofy. Like, turning into other heroes and using their spells is like... I feel like it's not sometimes not that efficient, but sometimes, like, you need to understand the other implications that causes, like, the confusion factor. You know, the fact that they're building for other items which don't counter their own heroes, if you get what I mean. So sometimes, yeah, they're just little things. It's not massive, but obviously being able to use 6 regular abilities instead of 3 regular abilities, not including ultimates. It's very good, very helpful. Now Gyrocopter, well, he senses something is amiss as he gets back to his base. Could still get caught out here though. Oh no. Ah yeah, he's dead. No, no, he gets onto the high ground. Gyrocopter's so bloody fast though. Look at him go. 550 when he uses phase boots. This is just mad. Like, he's max movement speed when he uses phase boots. The whole team are chasing down though. Who can they find? They have this Aegis and they immediately jump onto Jericho here. He gets taken down, no problems at all. Looking for more. How are Luccini going to respond to this? Well, they're going to buy back onto the Bane and maybe try and turn this one around. I'm not sure. In goes the Brewmaster, gets that ulti off in time now. What are you doing against it? Well, in comes Jomari. They're looking to make the big boy plays here. The ultimate comes down from the Disruptor. The Disruptor actually taking a lot of damage, and in comes Jomari. They're going to kick down Murdoch. He's going to be the one to drop. This is 2 heroes on the side of Midas. Actually, the Disruptor now buying back as well. No stun for this Abaddon. Oh, yes, never mind. Yes, he does, and he doesn't have an ultimate available. A turn jumping forward and will be able to take him out. Triple kill for a turn. 4 heroes out on the side of Midas Club, and Juggernaut just gave up very quickly. He TP'd out of there. Didn't want to race the Aegis. Questionable, maybe? I think in that's the kind of fight where if you get a good Juggernaut ult, if you manage to get a couple of good skills off, then you have a fantastic fight. But he saw those buybacks, and he was just like, yeah, I don't want to make those buybacks worth it, but they were worth it, because they killed everybody else in the team, and on top of that, they're only supports. The 2 buybacks used, and I feel like it's totally worth. Interesting though. Very interesting usage of buybacks, which I haven't seen so much, but I think with this new meta, that is actually become more popular. SA, it's ahead of the meta, guys. It's just ahead of the meta, and in comes Fuga. He is actually going to try and chase away Sword here. And Sword, he's actually might just go down. Cooldown is available, and oh, Omni's... Yeah, okay, Madara takes one. Takes one for the team, and Luccini are just going to back themselves out. They're not going to find anyone. There's no one left. A ton, though. Yet to die. 13-0. Morphling is scary, man. Morphling is very scary. Ethereal Blade, Lincoln Sphere, going for the Scatty. Once he gets that Scatty, he's going to be able to go toe-to-toe with this Juggernaut, no problems. You can already nearly blow him up if he finds him in time before he uses the Blade, the Battle Fury, and that, sorry, the Blade Fury. Got it right the first time.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Mine.
J. Marie just going to throw some damage onto this tier 2 at bottom. Let's take a step back though. Okay, Roshan, not up for a while. Aegis still available in Fuga. What do they want to do with this Aegis, right? They can't really push down towers. They don't have... They're 9k gold behind, but they have an Aegis. I mean, what do you do when you're 9k gold and you have an Aegis? I feel like the best option is to smoke up and go for kills. That's what they tried to do earlier. And the moment a fight broke out, Juggernaut just TP'd away, so... I don't know. Like, I feel like that's not the play. I feel like you can do that once your Aegis is down, but you want to make use of this item. It's going to run out soon. I mean, Rosh may respawn, yeah, so in like 1 minute, it's going to run out. That's not useful. I don't know, man. Brewmaster has his Radiance. I want to see what Abaddon's building. Yeah, he's going for Radiance in his own, so he's gone for the Blade Mail and into the Radiance. I like it the other way around, because Radiance helps you farm and gets you that quicker Blade Mail. Blade Mail is not going to help you get a quicker Radiance. And before you get that Blade Mail, people don't really want to hit you anyway. Looks like they're going for high ground here. I mean, against an Aegis, this is brave. Oh no, the Aegis just ran out, so yeah. Yeah, as we were saying. Okay, it was actually 15 seconds when I called it, so there you go. But Juggernaut has found himself a Monkey King Barb. He's used his buyback for this. Okay. We learned last game how important saving for buyback is. I'm wondering if Midas Club are going to learn to regret that one. They're actually going to smoke up as well, so they're looking to make the aggressive players catch someone trying to back out here. Is this going to work? Tusk coming forwards. His smoke's going to pop. They don't even know who won. Meanwhile, they're going to take the shrine, and in they come. Rubik waveforming in, and that is a very, very quick kill on to the Brew. And now J. Marie is actually stunned up in the middle of this fight. Can he get his spells off? No, he's actually TPing out of this one. BKB, TP, get out. And they get 2. They lose a shrine, but they get 2. They're going for more though. Madara trying to run away from this. Lovely shards from Hyoko. Can he TP away? Not quite. Not today. Glimpse also stolen from RZTS. Glimmer Cape is used from Madara. Nice hiding in the trees. They've guessed completely wrong on this one. Madara, he's got no TP. And Hyoko's going to come and find him. And Disrupt's going to get punched in the face and die. Oh, the neutral creep denies it. Oh no, not like this. Still, 3 heroes dead. And actually a fight going on in the middle there. The Turn's just fighting it up with Viper. Not bothered. Waveforming out. And then turning into his Juggernaut form. He's already used a Blade Fury in the healing ward. Cooldown used in this middle lane as it smashes down onto Fuga. And it's a fight of the Juggernauts. But these crits are really, really big for the Morphling. And now the Glimpse back and he's got the spin available. So this is just so backwards. And look at this. This is weird. Things are getting freaky here in the middle lane. Well, the Morphling gets glimpsed with its own Disruptor's Glimpse. And then uses the Blade Fury and the enemy. This is just weird. But now there's an ulti onto the Viper. But it does get cancelled immediately. Pings are coming out. They know he has the Fiend script. They need to take him down. This is such an important kill. They can't let him get off this Fiend script. And we pause. XD. Yeah, XD indeed, dude. Is he gonna live? XD, XD. I think Luccini, you're a little bit salty about this one. Can't lie. Oh dear. I mean, it doesn't feel too good that it's happened, but there you go. That's life sometimes. Disconnects do happen, and it's hard to believe that he would choose to disconnect in this exact moment. Is Rubik gonna survive? That's the question. Well, let's see. 60% damage. 60 damage. He's not gonna die from the Radiance burn. You know, so I'm pretty sure is that a Morphling hit coming in? I think so. Might die to that. Who's going to get credited? That's a good idea. Who's going to get credited with the kill? Going to be Bane, Brewmaster, or Morphling? He's just taking the crit from the Brew, so I don't think it's going to be him. Looks like Morphling's just about to throw a last hit at him, so I'm going to go for the Morphling. Rubik reconnects. Looks like Rubik is about to die. Do they want to come back in on this? I mean, they've got plenty of time to discuss the issue. It's going to be interesting to see if any TPs get cancelled. And it was actually the Bane who got it. Ah, I was wrong.
Got it.
Viper finding its Aghanim Scepter. That's fairly big. 10-second cooldown. You do need quite a decent mana pool to drive this though. And the Ring of Killer and the Blade Mill should be enough. But with the poison attacks coming out, it is going to burn through that mana very, very quickly. The Orchid will give him the mana he needs for future fights. But right now, yeah, he's not going to be able to throw out so many poison attacks. Arcane Rune is pinged out. Roshan is still going to be 2 minutes 25 before that's up. So Madara might be waiting here a long time. Die, Wild Wing. Die. Just scout Rosh, unfortunately. It's just information. Never try and give away information if you can avoid it. A really good rule to live by, to be honest.
Radiant are scanning.
Green Master, he's got the blink, he's got the radiance. Madara actually going for this Aghanims. Most games I really value the Aghanims, but I feel like this game is not really that good because Jug's never going to buy a BKB. What other items are there? There's no pipe. What items do you want to stop them using? Blade Mail? That doesn't really matter. I guess the Yules is one. But I don't know. I think it's trash. just being honest here. XD. Absolutely. Well, here we go onto the high ground. Hijack is going to be the target. Now he does have that ultimate available. Meanwhile, Brewmaster going in the background. He's going to use that ultimate and try and catch up the Viper. Now Viper caught inside the static field. He's taking a lot of damage here. He's got nowhere to come back from this. He's going to go down. Meanwhile, Hyoko thrown into the air, drawn down to the floor, but he's going to blink away. Meanwhile, Morphling, he's giving chase. He's going to find that Baden. Can he bring him down? Yes, he can. Lift up from RZS and a turn. He's just going to change into Baden. It's always wise if you don't know who to turn into as a Morphling. The tankiest hero on the enemy team you can find. If you can't find the Jug, just turn to the tankiest hero you can. Jug is a really good one to steal. He's got Blade Fury, he's got Healing Ward, and he's got crits. You get close to him, you crit. You don't get close to him, you turn back into Morphling. You still got a healing ward down, and you can still use that Blade Fury and be on Morphling self as well, so stuff does get weird. A turn. You're gonna start hitting towers. I'm gonna force some people back. Fuga gotta push out bottom with the Catapult Wave as well. Look at this, it's actually gonna go up top actually. But there's no creeps. The Rubik has actually cut the creep wave by himself, so make of this what you will, but this is a big problem for Luccini. Rubik's has cut the creep wave, he's made the plays, and he has saved their base. He's actually saved them a pair of barracks here, I think. And now they're coming in. Fuga, he's got the Omnis Touch available. We'll actually use it onto many heroes, and it ends up just jumping around with the creeps in the end. They kill Sorth, though. That's a big one. But the feed script from Jericho, they managed to get the Juggernaut, but they can't find the follow-up damage. Meanwhile, Jeremiah just trying to deal damage to everyone he can with the Flak Cannon. Who can he find? Hayako in the tree line. Jeremiah chasing. Now that ulti is out onto him from the Viper, and Bane is going to be brought down. Fuga is VOD-like, but so is the Morphling. And a turn. Surely he needs to get out of this one. He has got the waveform down onto the low ground. Doesn't want to go back for that bounty rune, that's for sure. He's currently acting as the Morphling, but oh man, this is a Juggernaut with a DD looking to punish this Morphling, but who actually wins this toe-to-toe? I mean, with the whole team coming in, we're not going to get to find out today. A turn just trying to run away. Meanwhile, Hijack will come across him. He's got no way to slow him down. Oh my god! That's a shotgun, kids. That is... Literally, he walked around the corner and a turn just went and completely blew away at that poor guy. Now Fuga's actually going to the high ground. He really wants to make use out of this double damage rune, but he's got to be careful. The waveform forwards onto Murdoch. They can be able to bring down this Viper. Yes, they can, certainly. Meanwhile, the feed script from Rubik, but this is just going to lead to his own death. They can't really follow up from this. Meanwhile, it turns into a Juggernaut. But talking of Juggernaut, he's been able to take a barrack. He's been able to take a tower. Okay, they give up on the Rubik. They're more interested in the Jug kill. And if they can get this would be absolutely huge. He doesn't have a TP available. It's still 20 seconds, so gonna have to pull off some crazy juice through the tree here. Something tells me he's not getting out of this one. Just trying to get a return kill, but the damage coming through Tim is more than enough to take him down. And that's a godlike streak going the way of a turn. So a turn is going to remain as a godlike hero this game. Woo! Jesus. This is turning into one hype final in this best of 3. Jeez, if you joined me the whole way through, then you are wise. This is a really good final game. Less mistakes, honestly. There were a lot of mistakes in the first 2 games. Teams just not really being disciplined, not really being safe, not really playing the best of their abilities. But this game, I really feel like they're pulling it out, and they've turned it doing an excellent job on this Morphling. I mean, this is a standing, this is a pickup, and he's doing great. Madara on the support. A little bit interesting to see Madara play support, but Aegis is going to go to the way of the Morphling, of course, because you don't want to give away that godlike streak. And Morphling is generally just awesome with an Aegis. Well, there are some situations where they give it to the Gyro. Gyro is a hero which just likes to go in and hit everybody, so generally he is the frontliner who will get brought down the quickest, but look at Hayoko. I mean, this seems to be the Midas gameplay way, like just push out side lanes whenever the enemy is pushing into you, but a turn, look at him go. I mean, he's got himself Aegis. He knows that he can't use that shotgun on a hero with the Blade Mail, so that is one pretty good use of that Blade Mail. Meanwhile, Morphling just wanted to steal the Abaddon. He wanted to be Abaddon for a little bit, and now he will actually be able to shield up from the Abaddon. Now the cooldown comes through from Jamurai. What can he do here? Well, he's actually stunned up a little bit by popping that BKB, turning it around, and now with the Stunning Storm on top of them, he's actually able to pop the cheese and keep on going, pumping out the damage. Who can he bring down though? He's actually struggling to function the kill, but a turn is here to do the job. Hijack gets stunned up. He's got no more ulti available, but they are trying to get out now. Even though the Primal Split's coming up and the Juggernauts come back, they've got the buybacks. They've forced the buybacks from the Viper and the Rubik. They don't want to give any way more than this. Unfortunately, the Brewmaster's going to go down. As long as they don't give away anybody else, this will be a successful Shinigami. Okay, maybe Madara dies. Oh, the blow up onto the Tusk, but they can't quite manage that. A turn trying to escape here. Meanwhile, bottom wave did get pushed out. They suffered a little bit of damage to their bottom barracks, but things were okay. Meanwhile, turn actually going to farm up as Midas really want to push mid with this advantage they just got. I mean, there's no Brewmaster. Snowball into a turn. This could be absolutely massive. They can take him out, but the shotgun going to follow him across. But no, the blink disjoints it. Middle lane. Ooh, just going to spin. He wants to take a tier 3. They have got a Morphling problem behind them. Morphling's actually trying to deal with the Tusk, but Atun knows that they're going to be coming back from. They're not going to let him get away with this. I mean, he's carrying a godlike streak. He's got no more Aegis. And jumping down to the low ground, dealing the damage to the Viper, but that Blade Mail is out, so he can't really shotgun him. Atun turning into the Tusk. He's got that shot, and look at that, just absorbing the rocket, finding Hijack here. Lovely shot to a tree, completely traps him, and now follow up with the ulti from Madara. Meanwhile, Jericho being hunted down by the Viper and the Juggernaut, looking for a kill here. Will put the Jug to sleep to try and save his own life. Meanwhile, Turn just throwing out these shards, but Madara's in a lot of trouble. Can they get him onto the high ground? Lovely snowball save from the Morphling, but I think Madara goes down all the same. Meanwhile, what can the Morphling actually do? Madara's still alive with the missile to the high ground. Maybe he's okay. The Omni Slash all going into Sorth here. He's just got back into the game and he's immediately going to fall. Oh no, that is not ideal, but look at Jemura. He's popping that BKB. He is going for it. Meanwhile, Turn in the backline just trying to take out the Juggernaut, but the ultimate immediately cancelled from the Bane, but they are able to bring down the Viper once again, and this is a dieback, and now the Rubik falling as well. Turn's giving chase. Who can he find here? Who's he going to go for? Hijack? Nope, he's going for the Juggernaut. He's going for the money shot. Jericho trying to chase him down now with that Spirit Vessel used on him as well. There's going to be no healing ward from him, but he's just going to spin and TP out of this one, and there's nothing they can do to stop that. They have no Fiend's Grip. Alright. Let's take it down a notch. Let's take it down a notch, right? You've got your Viper dead. Do you go for the high ground push right now? You didn't kill the Jug. Roshan, not up for a long time. Looks like the answer is no. You don't have your Brewmaster. Why take an unfavorable fight? Maybe when the Disruptor's here. Disruptor's coming in. Jericho's starting to make his way down mid. They are going to go for this. Good. I think that's a mistake. And actually, I think that's the play is the Gyrocopter hits level 25. Morphling. Waveform attacks targets. I actually super disagree with that as well. Why would you not want to be a Gyrocopter in this game? Uh-oh. That's an Abyssal Blade. They were not prepared for this. Can they save the Gyrocopter? That is a question at Turn. He's got magic coming in. He is doing damage as he has his Blade Fury chipping off on him. And look at the damage, but nope. He gets glimpsed back into the maul, and this is a dead Juggernaut. No buyback on him. What can they do? In comes a Batten, but a Turn is just doing the damage to the barracks here. One final crit will do the job, and now rolling forwards, changing back into that Morphling. He just likes having his pretty little dress on. As the Rubik gets taken out, and the glimpse back onto Heiko as well. He's going to drop. There's only 2 heroes remaining after this Tusk Falls, which he certainly will. Now Hijack fighting it up. Jamurai not okay. He's fine. He's fine to take that Blade Mail damage. They're just going tier 4s right now. They know that they're by now. They figured out this Juggernaut doesn't have buyback. It wasn't even on timer. He just didn't save for it again. Well, at least it happened to them this time. Actually going to go for the Megas. Okay. Well, Waveform coming forwards. The ulti from Murdoch. They're actually going to make an attempt at defense here as a Turn just doing the damage. He's got the focus onto the barracks, and he will be successful in doing so. Meanwhile, Bane, maybe the sacrificial lamb, though. Nice ulti onto the Viper, just to keep him still for now. Madara will also drop, so the supports have been taken out, but the jump forward from the cause going to be able to take out Murdoch, and this Viper is out for 80 seconds. Meanwhile, Sorth finding out versus Hijack, but Hijack looking to get the turnaround with that ultimate, but the snowball going to keep him alive for a bit longer as a Turn. He doesn't have that much health, but he is more than happy to fight into Hijack right now. Maybe, just maybe, he's going to get out. Oh, the final barracks. There's still 1 barracks remaining. We're not quite at Mega Creeps yet. A Turn. He really wants to take this, but he doesn't want to give his life for it. Waveform out from RZS. Going to be quite nice. Now he turns into the Abaddon. Just trying to find the damage here, but now that Fortifier's out, I think a Turn needs to leave. Although in comes Jamurai, maybe I'm wrong. Still no Juggernaut. 4 seconds till the Juggernaut's up, but there comes that ulti off cooldown, but they have taken the Mega Creeps. The Luccini are in a really good position to win this game. They're very, very close to proceeding to the next stage of this qualifier. Well, so this is the kind of game where Midas just need a gift from God. There's very little they can do to win this game, right? Why would you not save for buyback on your Juggernaut here? It's got to be a mistake. You have to have buyback on your Juggernaut at this stage in the game. Like, there's no excuse for not doing that. That is such a big mistake from Fuka, and I'm sure they're going to look back on that and go, maybe we should have had buyback on our Jug. I don't think the Abyssal is worth it. They nearly got a kill on Gyro for sure, but that's why. Did he buy the Butterfly after the Abyss? I'm not too sure, actually, but still. Always carry buyback at this stage in the game. If it's like, if you're versus a team which can take your barracks whilst you're dead as a carry, you save for buyback. That's basically just a simple law of buybacks.
Dire are scanning.
If there's someone else in your team who can buy back and save your team, if you'll get wiped, then they save for buyback. You don't have to, but we're not getting into that complicated stuff. Obviously, there's a ton of different things, but now Juggernaut, he has this double damage, but Roshan is not up for a very long time. Meanwhile, middle lane, they managed to get this ultimate out from Hijack, and with a Kinetic Field, it's going to keep him still nowhere to run, nowhere to go. Oh, look at the damage from a turn here, and the Snowball going to save this Morphling's life for a little bit. Oh my god, they got the damage onto the Morphling here, force offing him away, but he turns back into normal form. It looks like he hadn't taken damage at all. In fact, he hasn't. And now the Fiend's Grape onto the Juggernaut, but in comes the Rubik from the backline, trying to lift someone up, but what can he really do? Now in comes Murdoch, a real hero has come to fight Bane. They're going to be able to bring him down, but a ton, he's going to kill some creeps, interestingly. And Hayoko actually managing to blink out onto the high ground. Looks like he might survive a turn. He's on the hunt. Who can he find? Well, he's going to find Murdoch, but Murdoch actually does a fair amount of damage with his poison. Meanwhile, Fuga is in the middle of it all. This is a hero they want. 8-second cooldown on this Abyssal Blade. Meanwhile, a ton, he's going to get ultied up from the Rubik from the sidelines, though, and they do manage to take down a ton. This is godlike streak going, and they get the Gyrocopter as well. No buyback on a ton. Gyrocopter, he does have it, and actually the Morphling does just find it. Double buybacks. They're going to come in hot, and they're going to try and deal with this. Meanwhile, Morphling, where is he? Sword trying to deal with the job, but the Mega Creeps are inside the base, so yeah, that's an issue. Hugo, he's going to fight up amongst the Sports. The Sports just doing their best to kind of juke him around, and in comes Jeremiah, says, "Get off my friends," and kills them, and GG is called. Midas are out, Luccini go through, and you can watch them play tomorrow. What a long game. What a... I mean, it wasn't a bad game, for sure. Like, they're much better games than the previous two, which were a bit kind of silly. But, yeah, a ton playing an absolutely phenomenal Morphling game. Shame he did die at the end of the other. I think he deserved a... Well, no, pretty YOLO. But Midas Club just unable to find the use of this Viper. Viper died a lot this game. I felt the Abaddon was a really strong pick, actually. We saw Luccini struggling to take it down quite a few times, and sometimes the Juggernaut was be able to come out in that team fight and deal with it. But yeah, Jeremy, someone said in the chat. I don't know if that's actually J. Marie's name, but yeah, I mean, this graph is pretty telling of how this game went. It was backwards and forwards, but it was a sketchy Luccini lead throughout the entire game, and then with those Mega Creeps game, it was pretty much GG. So they will be fighting Luccini versus Tisho Rising tomorrow, and that's going to be at roughly 5 o'clock. Sorry, 2 o'clock British, Brazilian time. But next up, we have G Pride versus Infamous. Right here, right now. Don't go anywhere.